Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, welcome back to the Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode series on the channel. We're up to season number 3, episode number 5 I believe, and we are up to the January transfer window of 2021. We're going to hopefully be making a few transfers you guys have requested over the series, over season 3. And we're going to see how that pans out into this January transfer window. We're going to look at our upcoming month. And we've just got games on games on games. We have a cup match against the FA Cup against Southampton. We got a Carabao Cup semi-final against Fulham. We've got a few Premier League games in there as well, such as Southampton, Burnley, Newcastle, Spurs in there as well. February, we move on to Champions League month. We've got a game against PSG coming up. And at the time of the recording, they just beat Manchester United 2-0 at home at Old Trafford. So, not looking forward to that game as PSG, we're taking them on in the Champions League. Got a few more Premier League games in there, such as games against Manchester City in there as well. But I definitely want to finish off this month of January as we look forward to February 2021 and episode number 6. But yeah, we're going to go into this episode. We're going to start off with this game against Southend United in the FA Cup. We're just going to start off nice and slow, put out the second team, hopefully get the win against them in the round 3 of the FA Cup at home. And hopefully it's a good chance for some youth to get a run out on the pitch. And guys, a bit of bad news to start off the episode here. As soon as Matthias de Ligt comes back from injury, he was injured for 2 months. He's now returned. We have our best player, Paulo Dybala, out with an MCL injury for 2 months. An injury upon injuries in this season. Hasn't been good so far. But of course, the January transfer window is open. We're going to start off by signing Liam Hughes, the goalkeeper. 55 rated. He's worth 850k already. He's only 17 years of age and he's a youth academy prospect. We're going to promote him to the senior team. And yeah, Lewis Bailey, we're just going to leave him there for a bit. But he has accepted the contract as we have a transfer offer for Michy Batshuayi. And a lot of you guys said to sell him. So we're going to look to attempt to sell him to Everton. They are after the Belgian striker. Of course, the little box there says we can get around 43 to 63 million for him. So we're going to go ahead and negotiate with the Evertonians, with the Toffees, and see what they say. I'm going to go flat out 50.5 mil. That's going to be my final offer. Hopefully they accept. They do. Marco Silva and the Evertonians go ahead and accept that 50.5 mil for Michy Batshuayi. We already have 27.5k in the transfer budget, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we already have 27.8. So if we get another 40 in there, we can buy a big player with that money. But yeah, guys, Southend United at home. We got the second string side starting for this game. Vizu, Abraham, Fekir, Martial, De Jong, Mount, Pulisic, Christensen, and Pardew and Alexander-Arnold get their start, as well as Kepa in the net. So I feel like this should be a comfortable victory. Vizu gets us off underway there in the 10th minute. Martial 10 minutes later gets the double. We're going to skip when you go ahead and win 5-0. But Martial gets a red card. It's a double for Martial, a double for Vizu, and Fekir also gets on the score sheet. But Martial gets that red card. But otherwise than that, it's a perfect 5-0, 5-star performance from the second team. Some more training for Moore and in Pardew. They go up to a 71 and a 77 rating. So guys, we have a Carabao Cup semi-final against Fulham underway here. It's the first team back in it. We're at home again. And Arthur is going to be replacing Dybala in the central attack and midfield spot. And guys, this is the two-legged affair. We're starting off at home. Hopefully the first team can get the win here. And then we can cruise to the final, because Fulham aren't really assembling. They've made a really good cup run here, but Mbappe gets us started off in the 5th minute there. Mbappe gets us 2-0 up there in the 24th minute. We look like we're cruising a victory here. It's 4 goals from Kylian Mbappe. That's the most I've seen from any player in a simulation. 4 from that man, Kylian Mbappe. He is killing it at the moment. Surely we're through to the final of the Carabao Cup, and we'll play that whenever we come to it, but we still have the second leg. And wow, look what we have here. FC Barcelona. I want to go for their former player in Arthur. They offer 79 million. Obviously, we can get 100 plus million for him, but he is an absolute god of a midfielder now. 88 rated, 24 years of age. We're going to block all offers. Arthur, the Brazilian, is going nowhere. And there we have it, the official confirmation. Michy Batshuayi is sold for £50.5 million. We get 46.5, but he is off to Merseyside. He's off to another blue club, off to Everton. And there he is in the Everton kit. Everton still Michy Batshuayi signing for £50.5 million. He is off to another Premier League club. So we now have £71.45 million to spend. We're going to go after a player here in this transfer window that a lot of you guys have wanted me to go for. Striker that a lot of you guys have recommended in the comments down below. Timo Werner, the German striker. He has moved to Real Madrid in this career mode, but you guys have been wanting me to get him for a while now. And also, considering we sold Batshuayi, a backup striker, we do need a replacement striker, and that man is going to be Timo Werner. Hopefully we can negotiate a decent price with Real Madrid. Alright, so basically I'm just going to offer base price, his valuation for Timo Werner, and see what Real Madrid have to say, how much they are looking for in this deal. 81 mil. 1 mil. We sold Batshuayi and it's still not enough. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, and they were lowballing as well. But 60 mil, if they still go with 80 plus, that is absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, Timo Werner is not an 81 plus mil player. I know he's 87 rated, but come on. 62.5, let's see what they say. Oh, and they've accepted 62, have they? No, they're going to take their time, whatever. Alright, we'll see what happens with that. But Timo Werner, 62.5 million for the German striker. They've stalled it, but another player I wanted to bring in, and a lot of people have been recommending it in the comments down below. It's Nicolo Barella. Let's just get into this game against Southampton and worry about the transfer business a bit later in the episode. Alright, this is the team going to the Southampton game in the Premier League. It's a vital 3 points. We need to collect away from home at Southampton in order to get 50 points as well, and Man United have a big game up against them, so we need to get the 3 points here against the South Coast. In the South Coast, we're going to go into this game and hopefully score a few goals. And I've heard a lot of people in this new career mode patch can't score goals, so hopefully we can score a few today. I'm not sure how that will affect this Chelsea career mode, but apparently goals are hard to come by in this new patch, so we're going to see how we do against the Southampton team on the South Coast. We need points here, so let's get straight into the match and hopefully get a good result out of this. Apparently we're the best defensive team in the league, which is something we needed to work on in these career modes. Was our defense. A lot of people said to change formations from a 3 at the back to a 4 at the back, but apparently we got one of the best defenses in the league. Let's continue on in this game. And we're underway here at the St. Mary's Stadium. Mina puts a good ball through to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse takes a shot, but Donnarumma with a big save there. Milinkovic-Savic finds Icardi. Icardi puts it through to Nabil Fekir, and Stefan makes a comfortable save. Through to Serge Milinkovic-Savic. He can thread the needle through to Mauro Icardi. It was a heavy touch, but can he finish? And it's gone past the line. We've sneaked it over the Southampton goal, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. Icardi opens the scoring, and he's left off episode number 4 and started off episode number 5 on a high, just like he did in the previous episode. Had a great episode, and now he started episode 5 off with a goal here, and he just snuck it through Milinkovic-Savic with a beautiful ball. I thought the touch was going to be too heavy. The Southampton goalkeeper didn't come out of the goal, and he ended up tripping his own player over. Icardi took the shot, and it rebounded off his leg, went into the goal, and his player was about to clear the ball off the line. Oh, it's actually an own goal from Stefan now. Well, that was a bit weird because Icardi's shot was on target, but it's gone down as an own goal. But Icardi and Milinkovic-Savic were the main reasons why that goal even happened. But nevertheless, we go 1-0 up. What can we do with it here? Marco Asensio. I'm going to get shifted off to Mauro Icardi. Let's see if he can get a goal. And it's Milinkovic-Savic, and he fires wide. I thought Icardi would get onto that, but he moved out the way, and Milinkovic-Savic took a hold of it, and it ended up going just wide of the post. Milinkovic-Savic finds Icardi on the right-hand side. Icardi is going to whip the ball in. It's Eden Hazard with the header, and that's going to be a penalty apparently. It was a push from the Southampton defender. What's going to happen here? There's no card issued, but apparently Kabasele pushes down Eden Hazard. I didn't see much of a foul in that. He sticks his leg out and sees Eden Hazard go down there. I thought that was a fair challenge. Eden Hazard already took a shot, but Icardi has the chance to get the second here. Or, I don't know if to give it to Hazard, but I don't know. Icardi's on some hot form at the moment. Can we fire home? Oh, he's hit the post. Mauro Icardi. Oh, no. We could have had the chance to make the game dead and buried there. But we've hit the post with Mauro Icardi. Unfortunately, we still need to get the second goal. Can Icardi find a cross into the middle? No. Alright, our substitutions come into play here. Pulisic, Vizu, and Martial are coming on to hopefully get the second goal to finally end off this game. It's still 1-0. Run, Kante can spot him out. Anthony Martial, he's in the box. He's going to cut back. What's going to happen here for the Frenchman? Can he find someone in the box? It's Christian Pulisic. What a save from the keeper. And he has kept them in this game. That could have been easily 2-0 and game over. Kante. Vizu has put the ball through to Kylian Mbappe. Can he kill this game off? A low driven in the corner. And there we have it. Kylian Mbappe gets the second. Our long-awaited second goal. It was coming in stoppage time. And we have finally killed this game off. The 3 points are secured. They're coming back to London. And it's thanks to the Frenchman, Kylian Mbappe. It was a lovely ball through from Vizu, the Brazilian substitute who came on. But unfortunately, the keeper couldn't deal with that shot. It was a low driven into the corner. And we go 2-0 up against Southampton. And that is game, set, and match. We get the 3 points. An easy victory in the end. Southampton not really challenging us that much. And we continue our march towards the Premier League title. And of course, Real Madrid still want 81 million for Timo Werner. It's going to be a big negotiation battle here, but we're going to go in and negotiate again. This time we're going to add a, not a release clause, a sell-on clause to his contract. And usually that means that we can offer a lower price for the player. We're going to propose a different, going off the 60 mil. I'm going to add a sell-on clause of, let's say, just 20% and see what Real Madrid have to say about that. And they still want 81. Are you kidding me? Let's counter. Well, Timo Werner, we're going to have to sell another player or just go after another player because I'm not paying 81 million and I can't be bothered. We can't afford it and I can't be bothered negotiating with Real Madrid because they just offering way too much, playing hardball, and yeah, it's just not cool, man. Not cool. And another player that you guys have wanted, again, he's from Real Madrid. It is Vinicius Jr. He's got a release clause of 41.5 mil, so I guess we won't have to worry about agreeing a transfer fee with them. But as you can see, his valuation there is 48 million, so we can get him on a cheap, and we can skip to his contract negotiations with the player. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to contract negotiations, pay the 41.5 mil. We're getting a bargain for Vinicius Jr., the man with 90 plus potential, and we're going to negotiate his contract. It's a player that you guys have recommended a lot. An important squad role for Vinicius Jr. He is happy with that. We've got a 5-year contract coming up for the Brazilian as well. Still only 20 years old in this career mode. We are going to accept no release clause. And Vinicius Jr. is happy with that. And the Brazilian winger is now a new player of Chelsea. He's moved to Stamford Bridge. And there he is in the Chelsea kit. He can also play right midfielder as well. So Vinicius Jr., a guy that you guys wanted to see in this Chelsea team. We've gone ahead and signed him for less than his valuation. We've activated his release clause. And yeah, what a player we've signed. And there we have it. Chelsea complete. Vinicius Jr. signing the number 24. Hopefully he can get a lot of game time here at Stamford Bridge. And there we have it. All his stats. 99 sprint speed, 98 dribbling, 95 acceleration, 94 agility, 89 ball control, and 87 long shots. Has potential to be special as well. And is still only 20 years of age. This guy can be the next Mbappe for this team as well. He is another world-class wonder kid on the rise. So a big signing in this January transfer window. Let's see how much we still have. We still have about 28 mil, 25 mil to spend. So we're going to see how that goes in the rest of this window. See if we get any more offers in. That has reminded me, guys, we still have Kylian Mbappe on a 17,000 release clause or something. We have Kylian Mbappe on a 170k release clause. So, and we're going to renegotiate Mbappe's contract. We're going to re-sign him up on a new contract without an 170k release clause because I accidentally did that
when I was going ahead and signing him, if you guys do remember that. So we fixed it now. We can't lose Mbappe due to someone activating his release clause. Thank God no one has in this January transfer window. We've gone ahead. He's on a new contract. No release clause now. Kylian Mbappe is finally secure at Chelsea. So we have a game against Burnley away from home at Turf Moor. We're going to simulate it with our best starting 11. Hopefully they can get the points here. Man United still only 3 points behind us. How we go with our strongest starting 11. We've got a lot of simulable games coming up, but we're going to play the last 2 games of the month against Spurs and Newcastle away from home. And we get the 2-1 victory there. Milinkovic-Savic and Hernandez, the centre-back, getting the goals after we went 1-0 down to Vidra. But we get an important away 3 points, as Burnley is a really hard place to visit. And it is Vinicius Junior's debut here in our second leg against Fulham in that Carabao Cup match. We're already up 4-0 on aggregate, and Pardew starting in there, as well as Mason Mount and Martial at striker. Pulisic on the right-hand side as well. So we're going to visit Craven Cottage here, and hopefully, I don't think we'll lose 4-0, but we're up 4-0 on aggregate. We're going to simulate it. It was a 0-0 game anyway, so we're through to the final of the Carabao Cup, which I believe is happening in March or at the end of February, so decent silverware to get our hands on as well. The Carabao Cup is definitely something we want to win, as we haven't won it before. And we have a round 4 game up against QPR at home, so another London team, another London derby to look forward to at Stamford Bridge. And it's the same starting 11 going into that game, except Kimpembe replaces Pardew. But we're going into this one against QPR. It's the round 4 of the FA Cup. Surely we can get through quite comfortably here against another London side. And let's see how we do here with the second team. Of course, this is our ticket to progress further in the FA Cup, and De Ligt gets a start in there as well. He gets his return from injury, celebrates it with a goal. We're going to skip it, and Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount, some English representation in there, getting 2 goals to make it 3-0 to us. We keep a clean sheet, and we go through to round 5 of the FA Cup. And this is our strongest starting 11 going into the Spurs match at home. It's a crucial game. They're coming in 4th, and we still need to get some distance at the top here, as Manchester United have slipped to 6 points in 2nd. We're 6 points ahead, so hopefully we can get another win here against Spurs and push the lead even further. But we need to get a good result here against another London club, another big London derby. And we're going into this game, our strongest starting 11 out on the pitch. Hopefully we can get some goals at Stamford Bridge. So here we are back at Stamford Bridge. It's raining on our return, but we're up against Spurs here. Big clash in the Premier League, especially in recent years. And we're looking to hopefully make our charge to the title a bit more easier with the 3 points here. But Spurs are obviously going to be a hard team to roll over. But we're at Stamford Bridge in front of the home fans. Let's give them a show to remember. And we're underway here in a big game. Fakir's made a beautiful run, and he's broken the Tottenham defense. Can we get an early goal here? Nabil Fekir, and we've got an early goal here. 1-0 up, and it's thanks to Nabil Fekir, and a beautiful ball in from Eden Hazard. The Frenchman evaded the Tottenham defense and ran straight through on goal. He was 1-on-1 with Hugo Lloris. And now we've gotten off to the perfect start here at Stamford Bridge. I thought I took it a bit too wide there, but our left foot finesse shot ended up getting parried by Lloris into the net. As you can see, he comes off his arm and into the goal. We go 1-0 up. Nabil Fekir gets a goal finally, and it goes down as another own goal. It's happened 2 games in a row now, against Southampton and now against Tottenham. It's a goal nonetheless, and we go 1-0 up. The Argentine, can he get a header to it? He does. Lloris with a beautiful save, and Icardi gets denied the second. It's a beautiful delivery through to Mbappe, but Icardi's there, and I was pressing B, and he didn't want to shoot at Mauro Icardi. That could have been the second as well. Tottenham are under the pump here and are lucky not to be 2 or 3 down. It's a counter-attack from Spurs going on at the moment. It's a beautiful run through from Keita Balde. Keita Balde, he's going to have the shot, but Donnarumma saves, and we couldn't clear it. It's Dele Alli there for the rebound. He gets the equaliser for Tottenham, and Skriniar couldn't block it from going in either off the line.
and we concede the equaliser there right before halftime. Donnarumma made a lovely save, and Skriniar was right there. All he needed to do was jump up, but Dele Alli's shot was placed to perfection there. As you can see, Skriniar just moved away from it, and it's 1-1. Tottenham get their goal. Oh my gosh, how is that goal going in? It's Keita Balde. That is absolutely shocking from Donnarumma, and that is an absolutely brilliant goal somehow by Keita Balde. It was a cross in from Lucas. I wasn't even commentating because I thought the ball was going out. And how did Donnarumma not save that at his near post? What is going on? It was the most impossible of angles from Keita Balde, and Donnarumma just parried it into his own goal. What is going on? We go 2-0 down. If that's not a Donnarumma own goal, I don't know what is. He literally put the ball into the back of his own net, and Keita Balde goes down as Keita Balde's goal. How did he head that in from an impossible angle? We've gone 2-0 down, 2-1 down in a matter of minutes here, and we got some work to do here at Stamford Bridge. Oh no, it's Lucas with another cross, and it looks like Eriksen got the header, but he didn't. Icardi's going to cut in. Icardi still on the ball here. He's waiting for runners in the middle. Surely Hazard can find Marco Asensio. He's going to take the shot. Lloris spills it, and Fekir's shot gets blocked. We can't get the equaliser right on half time. And we continue on in this second half against Spurs. We've got a lot of work to do here if we want to get the victory. But yeah, we're still 2-1 down. Spurs worked it beautifully, and that could have been the third there from Gaia. He shot rockets off the post, and what a shot it was. A beautiful shot from him. The power on that, it was low and hard. Donnarumma had no chance, and thankfully the woodwork saves us. So we've had to make some attacking changes here. It's Icardi and Hazard, Icardi and Asensio coming off, and it's Pulisic and Martial coming on for Chelsea. Gives it off to Dele Alli. Keita Balde looking for his second, and he nearly got it there. Keita Balde's shot just goes past the post. Mbappe's going to use his pace to get down the wing here. We're going to cut back inside. It's Martial on the end of it. Can we find someone in the middle? It's Eden Hazard, and we've gotten the equaliser here against Spurs. It was coming. Eden Hazard has made the most of that chance, and it was out of nothing. Mbappe with that burst of pace through to Martial, through to Fekir, and then Eden Hazard finished it up on a plate. Eden Hazard finally getting his goal. He touched it perfectly, and the finish was exquisite from the Belgian. We get the equaliser. Can we go ahead and win this? We still got a lot of work to do, but let's see what happens. Keita Balde through on goal here, but Skriniar surely should deal with it. No! He's cleared it straight to Fabian. Are you kidding me? And Tottenham get their third, just as we thought we were getting back into the game. Tottenham were putting us under pressure. Keita Balde was through that right-hand side and crossed it in beautifully. And then we couldn't clear it. We cleared it straight into the box, straight into the path of Fabian, sorry. And then they get the goal. Donnarumma couldn't do anything about that. He literally just stabbed it into the top left-hand corner. And we go 3-2 down now. We need to come back from this. Oh, through to Milinkovic-Savic. Surely, can Hazard make a good run here? Hazard, surely, hit it, son. And that was that's poor from Hazard. And we end up losing that match. I should have shot with Milinkovic-Savic there. Spurs get the away win 3-2. Considering we won at their home ground, it was a bit of revenge from Spurs. We end up losing that one against our London rivals there, unfortunately. And the title race has opened up. So we're gonna head into the last game of this episode. It is kind of the rotator lineup going into this one. Away against Newcastle, we have Vinicius Junior's debut. A lot of Brazilians in the squad, as we have Arthur and Vizu in there as well. Martial's up top with Vizu. De Jong and Mount in the midfield. Pulisic starting. Alexander-Arnold, Kimpembe and De Ligt at the back. We're going into this big game against Newcastle away from home. We need to bounce back after that defeat against Tottenham. And here we have it, another rainy day. It's at St. James's Park this time, all the way up in Newcastle. Let's see how we go here. We desperately need a win after that loss against Tottenham, but this is a big game, guys. A big crucial 3 points is needed here. We're in the yellow kit for this game, hopefully going to bring us some luck, but otherwise we need a big performance from the second team. Newcastle down in 8th, not that far, they're still 8th. It's a respectable position, but Manchester United have closed the gap to 3 points again, so another 3 points is needed here against the Magpies away from home. And we have kickoff here at St James's Park. Martial with Vizu, surely he can spot out Christian Pulisic darting down this right hand side. Christian Pulisic, he's found space in the box. It's a low driven and his shot flurries wide. It was a good shot from the man. It was a good run as well, but unfortunately couldn't spin it on target, and that was a chance gone begging there. Spreads it through to Frankie de Jong. It's Arthur with the shot, and it's Arthur with the goal. Our first shot on target in this game, and the Brazilian gets on the score sheet here. His new position at centre attack and midfield. He had a strike, and he ended up in the back of the net. It's the Brazilian connection there. It's Vinicius Jr., Vizu, and Arthur all celebrating together there. The Brazilians at Chelsea have made that goals. Vinicius Jr. giving it off. Frankie de Jong ended up giving it off to Arthur in the end, and it was a beautiful finish from the midfielder, and he ended up slotting that, side-footing it into the top left-hand corner. What a shot from the man, and Newcastle couldn't do much about that one. 1-0 to Chelsea. Moment, can he get a good delivery? And he does. Vizu was there. Mason Mount's gonna have a crack. He does, and Pacheco gets to that easily. Arthur. Frankie de Jong can't find the pass, but Martial will recover it. It's Vinicius Jr. down this left-hand side. He can't get the pace, but is he going to win it back? He does. Can he find the cross in? It's at the back post. Christian Pulisic goes for their acrobatics, and it's out for a corner. To get a goal here. Vizu with the bicycle kick, and it doesn't lead to anything in the end. And that is halftime, guys. 1-0 up. We got that important goal to break the deadlock. Now it's all about killing the game off in the second half. Can we do what we did to Southampton? We're going to have to wait and see here. But we're still 1-0 up at St James's Park. Martial gives it off to Vinicius Jr. He's trying to create something down this left-hand side. He sees Anthony Martial in goal. And that is 2-0 to Chelsea here at St James's Park. We found the goal to end off things here in the 72nd minute. It was coming. Vinicius Jr. with a lovely little skill down that left-hand side. Found the runner in the middle, and Anthony Martial did the rest there. An assist on debut for the Brazilian, and Martial had to shuffle his feet around in order to get the correct finish there, but it was a right-footed, outside the foot shot, actually went through the legs of the keeper as well. And we found the second here against Newcastle. Surely that's the 3 points, but we got to continue focusing and hopefully get these 3 points. It's his 6th Premier League goal, Anthony Martial. That's a red for Arthur. I've accidentally slid in there. And we're going to finish off this game with 10 men. It's Arthur's second yellow card. And the Brazilian who got our first goal is sent off here, suspended for the next match as well. And that is all she wrote here at St James's Park. It's another 2-0 away win, a comfortable away win in the end, but a 3 points that was much needed. A bounce back win after that defeat to Spurs, and we end up getting all 3 points as we head back to London. The second team get the job done here in Newcastle, and we get the 3 points.
So guys, it is finally deadline day here. I'm going to wait to see if we get any deals in, any offers for any players. Doesn't seem like we'll get too much from any other clubs, but we have 28.5 million to spend. I'm not sure whether to spend it or save it for next year, for next season in our budget, but we're not really getting any offers here. We're into the last 5 hours, not really too many things going on at the moment in deadline day, but we have a transfer offer for Kante from Manchester United, which we're just going to flat out reject. We're going to block all offers for Kante as well. He is not going anywhere. The central midfield rock. And we're here on deadline day, and I decided why not make a quick little signing. It's central midfielder signing that I feel like is a bit of an underused player in FIFA 19 career mode. It's got really decent potential on the game, 85 plus, and the German central midfielder slash center defensive midfielder Arnie Meyer from Hertha Berlin in Germany, from Germany, and is only 22 years of age. He's got a release clause of 8.9 million, which we've activated. It's well within our budget, and we're going to go ahead and negotiate his contract here on deadline day and hopefully secure one more signing just to shore up the midfield, just in case we get any injuries or suspensions. He's going to be a great utility player for the team and surely will be in the at least the second team. Even though he wants a prospect role, we're going to give it to him, but he might be involved a bit more than that. He's going to get a 5-year contract, the German. We're going to have disregard his release clause, and that is fine. 77k a week for Maya. He's going to join us here at Stamford Bridge, and let's see how he looks like in his new Chelsea kit. He's only 78 rated, but he still has a lot of room to grow. He is got 85 potential, like I said, so he could have a lot of room to grow and is a very underused player. Again, he will be a utility player just in case anyone gets injured or gets any suspensions in big games or little games such as cup games or Premier League games, but you get the idea. And there he is, Arnie Meyer, for 8.9 million. His valuation is 11.5 again, so we got him for less than his valuation. Arnie Meyer, hopefully we'll be getting a bit of game time here, but nothing's guaranteed for the German, but at least it's a signing on deadline day. And that's probably all the business we're going to do for this transfer window. We're going to continue simulating deadline day as we continue on in the league. It looks like we haven't got any offers so far. We're going to continue on and end off deadline day there. That is going to conclude our business this January. And we get another training injury just to end it off. Presnel Kimpembe is going to be out for 6 weeks with a broken rib. And episode 6 is going to be a massive episode. We're going to start it off with a massive Premier League game up against Manchester City. Of course, the two Manchester clubs are pushing us for the title. We're only 3 points ahead in the title race, of course, and we need to pick up points against the big boys, against the contenders, to steal our crown domestically. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you did go ahead and enjoy it, please make sure to smack the like button. If you want to see some more Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode on the channel, subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. I've been BCHD. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the very next episode.